I can't go back to sleep. I hate when I wake up and it's still dark outside. Oh God. Hello, it's 5:55 a.m. in the morning, winter. Welcome to the video. So today we are waking up at this ungodly hour because I am gonna do a sort of day in my life video. I'm fully aware that I'm about 3 days into the school semester, but technically it's still summer, so we're gonna do a summer vlog. This is probably gonna be the last one. I just wanted to wrap up some things. So in addition to kind of taking you around with me today, also gonna be talking about my summer writing goals, where I'm at with the Cherub of Rosecrest, and all that good stuff. Here's the situation. I'm taking six classes this semester. 4 of them are online synchronous, so we meet via Zoom either once a week or twice a week. 1 of them is online asynchronous, so we don't meet at all, even though we did meet on the first day just to go over things. But typically it's just do your stuff during the week and then turn it in by the end. And then I have 1 in-person class. That's today's class. I'm a commuter student, gonna be commuting today. And you know what? I'm not even that mad at it because this is my first in-person class in like a year. And it's actually for a class that I have been really wanting to take. It's for my minor, which is in English, so anything having to do with English courses and stuff is really fun. This class has a lot of reading and like discussions, publishing, editing. All right, let's get the ball rolling because I wanted to leave a little bit earlier anyways today because there's some work I wanted to do for my class that's right after the in-person. Let's go. Homebound. Oh gosh, please don't fall. Oh. Classes are done for the day. I am headed home. I had to stop by the bookstore on my way out to return a textbook that we didn't end up actually needing. I guess my professor wasn't originally scheduled to teach the course, and the person who was like left, so he got like stuck with it, which is funny because I actually had this professor last semester for a class, and I thought it was really weird that he would teach this class. But anyways, he doesn't require a textbook and the old professor did, so I had to return it because I'm like, if we're not going to use it, I'm not going to waste all that money. I know we're only like a couple days in, but I feel very like scholarly, productive, wanting to get into writing and reading and like studying all that stuff. And I actually got a really interesting like homework assignment for my English class. My professor handed out a bunch of random books, and our task for next week is to read the book and create a flap blurb, author bio, quotes and stuff from other like authors about the book. He purposefully gave us all really bad books, so I'm excited to read this. I have no idea what it's about. He handed them out randomly and he was like, if you become an editor, this is what's gonna happen to you. So yeah, and then when I get home, I'll catch you up more about what's been going on. Let's go home. Also, I have like a decently like long commute time. Frankly, it's boring. Commuting is just boring in and of itself. I found that the last time I had to commute to class, you know, like a year ago, I got really bored with just listening to music the whole way. It just made the drive seem a lot longer. So I started listening to podcasts on my way. So right now I am listening to the Mile Higher podcast. It's by Kendall Rae and her husband, Josh. I follow her on YouTube and she does like true crime and like mysteries and stuff like that. Jumping on the true crime bandwagon. It takes up almost my entire commute time, so it spills over until like the next time I have to get in the car for a while, and yeah, it makes it go by so much faster, so highly recommend. And we are back. You might have noticed I did rearrange my office a little bit. Just made it more functional, and hopefully this is a better layout. Originally when I very first set up my office, I had my desk in this position against this wall, and then I moved it by the window, and I said I didn't like it by the window, and I brought in my living room chair because I want to make it like a little reading space. During the school year, I'm in here a lot more, so I wanted to kind of move things around, change things up. So I guess I can give you a quick tour because I actually kind of like how it turned out. So we still have my bookshelf here. I've added some stuff and moved some stuff around on it. It's pretty much the same since the last time you saw it. Newest reconfiguration is my desk. I made a little collage of pictures of sorts, just some nice things that I'm really into at the moment. Over here, I moved all of my files and notebooks and school stuff. You know, all of my pens and supplies are in there. And then probably like a really amazing, nice, cozy corner of the room now is this little like reading area. And then yeah, everything else is the same. This wall I cleaned up a little bit. I took down all but one of the shelves, make the space and make the wall not feel as cluttered since I needed to move some stuff sort of in the middle of the room. And then I just have a couple plants here because I cannot trust her to have them out in the living room or anything, right? Because you're crazy. Alrighty, well before I get down into more like work, I'm done with school for the day. After like the long drive to school and just being there and doing all that stuff and then coming home, I need just like a little bit to just kind of like recharge. I'm actually gonna start reading this book. And if you're curious, the title is called Hold Still, which kind of sounds like it's gonna be about a serial killer or something, but we'll see. Pretty much right now the only good thing going for it is that it is fiction. It's a novel. I feel like it is much more like digestible than like nonfiction would be. I'm gonna get my notebook out, gonna read some of this, write down some notes, see what we come up with, and I'll check in with you guys a little later when we get to Cherub of Rosecrest and all that good stuff. All right, we moved to the floor. The sun just set. Is the sun gone? Are you not laying in the sun anymore? I'm actually almost done with the book. I skimmed because it's kind of exactly how I expected it to be. I feel like I've read this story before, but it was done in a more interesting way. Obviously, like, I can't judge because this is a actually published book. It was published by Liverite, which is a division of Norton. So Anyways, I think it's gonna be fun writing the dust jacket up for this once I finish it, unless something really amazing happens in the end, but I already have like a good idea of the direction that I'm gonna go. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, since this video is probably going to be the last of the summer vlogs this year, is my summer goals. I'm very happy to say I crushed 2 of them. Obviously, I finished my Wattpad story, and I also read 10 books. I kind of stopped reading there after the 10th one because I started working on my story, which was also on my list. I did not finish this round of edits this summer, which brings me to what I'm gonna be doing for the next like hour or 2. Those shoes gave me a blister. Ugh. I knew there was a reason why I stopped wearing those shoes. Within these last couple weeks, I have actually made it over halfway in the editing of this round. There are some stylistic changes that I'm still going back and forth. I don't know, it's weird because the story takes place in London, England, and part of me wants to use like the English spelling of words, and part of me feels like I should just stick to the American spelling of words since it will be published here, but I think style-wise it would look nice to use the English versions, like the spellings. I know it wouldn't be, I guess, technically correct, or would it? I don't know. See, I'm not sure. I think it comes down to it doesn't change the integrity of the book, of the words. They're just spelt different, but they mean the same. I don't know, that'll be something that I decide a little bit later on. I'm pretty sure that after this round of edits, I am going to print out the manuscript and do like a paper edit, because there is just something really different about writing things out like in margins as notes. It's a little bit more, I guess, like intimate, I guess is a good word to put it. So I'm gonna get down to editing this scene of Cherub of Rosecrest. It's a particularly long scene compared to the other ones, which is why I kind of broke it up a little bit, because I don't like to like overwhelm myself when I'm trying to be kind of specific with my editing. All right, let's get down to it.